So my friends, what are we going to do today? It's July the 4th, 2018. Right around 4 p.m. 89 degrees. The 99 degree heat index. We waited out the heat watching YouTube videos. What are we going to start today? Well, today, since the heat's starting to drop off a little bit, we need to continue clearing our little homestead here under the oaks. We're going to come over here to where the old garden beds used to be. There were two of them at one time, 4x8 each. And I'm not sure if you can see, but there's landscape timber there. The first one I built, and that was a strawberry bed for my daughter years and years ago. The second one right here I built to become an herb bed. And as you can see, they're both totally grown up. So since they're in the shade, the temperature's starting to drop off, we're going to see what we can do to get them cleared back, at least one of them, so we can get someplace to plant a few things. Since ground here is on a premium because the place is so overgrown. We do have around the house cleared. We have planted a few things, and I'll show you those later. We're going to start on this today and see how it goes. And we'll return and show you as we progress. Well, we had to stop, and for a very good reason. There's actually, once I started cutting into this, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a colony of ground hornets in this particular bed. Not sure if you can see them. I believe you can. See them flying all around. And one of them stung me. And let me tell you something about ground hornets. They do hurt. Not all that big, but they are vile little insects. So we had to back off. Not sure what we'll do now. But at the moment, we're not going to be clearing this bed off. So the ground bees or hornets, whatever they are, have taken over that bed we were trying to clear off. So I had to come up with another solution. I wanted to get it cleared off, and I didn't want to wait 4 to 5 months till cold weather sat in and the hornets or bees from the ground would become inactive. So I had a couple options. I could use chemical spray. I didn't like that one. Or I could use the scorched earth technique. As you can see, I opted for the scorched earth. I had a small bottle of charcoal lighter fluid on hand, so I saturated the ground, mainly around their ground nest. Let it soak in a few minutes, and then I lit it. You can see the aftermath. Based on what it was, it's definitely a lot more open. The problem here was there were a couple things in this bed I wanted to try to save. One of those was about 20-year-old roseberry bush. Like I said, this had been my herb garden for the kitchen. And you can see it there, all charred. What's left of it. That's probably not going to make it. So that's sad. But you just have to get another rosemary and set it in its place. Such goes life. But as far as I can tell, the ground hornets, or bees, are gone. I'm especially glad, because if you've ever been stung by one, it's just like someone poking a hot poker right through your flesh. God, it is seriously bad. Thankfully for me, I'm not allergic. At least I didn't used to be. We'll see as the evening progresses. So I'm going to continue clearing this off, and hopefully before nightfall we'll have it all cleared off and ready to do something with it. It will need some repair. The top timbers pretty much rotten. Bottom timbers, however, look pretty sound. And as you know, I happen to have an ample supply of timbers stacked up right there. So I'll probably take them, make the cuts I need, and rebuild the bed. Well, last night, right before sunset, I was going to video this and show you where we were at. We got it all cleared away. Got everything cleared around it. All the small trees, shrubs, vines. I went inside the bed, pulled up all the vines, roots best I could, cut out all the little small trees, shrubs, and this is where we're at. We got it all cleared away, and as you can see, some of it is savable. At least two sides are going to have to be replaced, and the top timbers on this side. But we do have enough timbers to get her done. So with that said, we'll continue on with this project. I'm going to try to find my potato hook. Some call it a hand cultivator. My father always called it a potato hook. And I'm going to get in here and see if I can scrounge up any more of the roots before I continue on. So that's where we're at right now. And we'll continue as we progress further. Now once I did get it totally cleared away, I did find some interesting things. If you look right there, you'll see a gray plastic part with some green hanging over the side. What's really interesting about that is that's some cat grass that I planted for Trixie back in 2010. It's still there. Over here is another pot laid over, terracotta pot. Part of it's broken off. Might be salvageable. I'm not sure what was in it at the time. We also found some of the grave markers. They were some former friends of ours. This one here is for Eddie. He was a cat of my previous wife's. He died of brain cancer. And then going over here, what we're going to see is another grave marker. Right there. And that was for Jake. Jake was her first cat. She got that cat when she was in a bad way. Jake was really old when she got here. I think she's probably 15, 17 years old. She passed away in 2004, where Eddie passed away in 2005. It really had an impact on my wife. So we got to pick up these piles and brush and that, get them put up. Quite a few of them here. Then we'll continue raking out this bed, seeing what we're going to have to do to get her repaired up and get her where we can plant something in it this year. We'll return. So as you can now see, there were a lot of roots still left in that bed. All this brown root mass laying around the side of the beds that I dug out with that potato fork, threw out to the sides. Now by all means that's not 100% of it, but it does have the bulk of it done, so hopefully that'll be okay for right now. So we'll level out the bed a little bit, try to get these timbers knocked back in square, and go about replacing them. Well, it's getting late in the afternoon. It's probably around 4. We've been out here going at this for several hours. Once I got the brush piles picked up, got all the grass, weeds, brush, and vines raked away from it, I got to looking at the shape of the bed, and come to find out most of the lower tier timbers had rotted, anywhere from a half, 2/3 of the way through. One of the top tier was rotted. So I decided to go ahead and dismantle it and take some timbers from the old fence pile and rebuild it. Well, the more I tore out, the more I found rotten. And in the end, found there was only one timber that was even to be used. So I went ahead and cut up 7 more, reframed the bed, got it all screwed back in, and now we're just ready to sift out some more of that debris and roots, and maybe tonight we can sit down and think about what we're going to plant in it. It's just good to have it back. I mean, it's been over 8 years or more since I used to be able to come out and sit here and look at the herbs, pick a few for use in dinner, ponder the goings on today. Well, that's it for now. We'll come back to the bed once we have it ready to plant, and we'll let you know what we're doing at that time. We'll see y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.